Season 2.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a great sound. That's
That
a
is
great
good
sound to that. Man, we have some high waves there. But hey, that's all right. So, man, wow. Gosh, dang, darn, gummit.
All of it.
All of it. Every last bit of it. It's here. It's now. We're here. We're proud. We are Gonzalez.
And Galyean.
And, you know, we're going to have a fantastic time. This is, like he said, Season 2.
Yes, sir.
So crazy. Who would have thought? Who would have thought about a year ago in 2 months?
A year ago in 2 months. Was that
Honestly,
April?
yeah. So I think we started our first podcast of Season 1 in like April. And, but we started testing the waters and testing it out and recording podcasts that never were published or anything. Probably back in like early March, maybe even late February actually.
Maybe so.
So it's been a while. We've moved to different locations, but y'all have never known that.
Never.
But yeah. So man, I'm just excited. Who would have thought?
I know.
It
Feels
is
good
weird.
to be back.
It feels weird getting back, even though like 2 weeks ago we were kind of did our comeback because we did our Christmas special, which was our longest podcast yet. 2 hours, right at 2 hours.
Yeah. Shout out anybody that listened to the full thing.
Because it was rather lengthy.
Yeah, for real.
But hey, it was entertaining. We warned the guys in the podcast that, hey, you know, it gets a little awkward. It can be kind of tough at times. And just if you can get past the first 30 minutes, then you'll probably be good and you'll probably be okay and comfortable to talk a little bit good. And at the very beginning, I said, who knows? Maybe we go 2 to 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours.
And then we went 2 hours. And I did not know that they were going to be talkative enough to go 2 hours. But it was awesome. Fun. It was really weird actually doing a 2 hour podcast. Yeah, time really flew.
With a lot of people in it too.
Yeah, it's a very nerve-wracking thing. It was our first time with that many people. Yeah. I had to split so many different auxiliary cables just so everybody had headphones. We only had 3 microphones. Now that I'm looking back, I could have made them a little louder. And I could probably mention that on my reflect to deflect, guys. But I need to go in and address the situation before I even get to it.
You can mention it again in your reflect.
I will, because it's pretty darn bad. So, if you've been following, if you've been watching, listening, the pod, you will know that Steven was always complaining, I'm quiet, man, I'm quiet. I'm like, bro, you're not quiet.
You told me that, bro, you are quiet.
I said, bro, you are quiet. That's why your mic is not as loud. And he was like, nah, dude, my mic, it's just quiet. I was like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm the sound professional guy of the podcast, so, you know.
Have the same mic.
Yeah, when I was like, we have the same mic, you know. That mic's just as loud, even though, well, yeah. So that mic's just as loud because we split channels, me and that mic. Anyways, so Steven got a new mic. Like, yeah, let's see if this fixes it. And he was even quieter. I said, what?
No, it didn't make no sense.
It doesn't make no type of sense. So I was like looking on our mixer here. Right now. I bet everybody's really confused and like, man, Ryan's just talking and rambling too much. Anyways, I'm cutting to the chase. I was looking at this mixer and I was looking at every single knob and I was going to turn up his lows, his highs, and his mids just so he'd be a little louder so he wouldn't complain. But the thing is, this guy was quiet. And finally I was like, man, what about this? Hey, look, there's a gain. Maybe that will do it. Barely turned up. And Steven's like, ooh, loud. Now I regret it. Now it's too loud.
Yeah.
It's taking all the spotlight from me now.
I'm too loud now. Y'all gonna have to hush me up.
But now you know, if you do feel like you're still quieter than me, you can turn your up. I have my gain slightly less than yours.
I see.
So, I know that at the end of... Man, I'm loud today. At the end of Season 1, we had discussed trying to get new sounds, a new just setup. As you can tell, the setup's not much different. We do have some fan art, though. By none other than...
Mr. Alejandro.
What's his last name?
You tell it.
Now you say it.
I don't want it. You say it.
I know, but if I say it and I'm Guatemalan and I mess up, that's bad. But if you're white, it's okay.
It makes it worse because I'm white and I can't say Carinas.
That's probably better than me. I can't pronounce anything. Alejandro Carinas.
Sí.
Carinas? I don't know.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. So yeah, it says I am Pickle Ryan, as into a reference from our previous podcast number 28. I don't really know, but probably when I was talking about the word prick.
Yes, and it was supposed to mean like the joke was Prickle Ryan.
Yeah,
but it's still good. It's probably like I don't know. He probably got it
well, you know
from
what?
the internet or something.
I don't mean to mess up the art, Alejandro, but
I'm gonna put an R right there, and lowercase r. Everything else is uppercase.
well, I can't put a big old. Just like now, look what I'm having to do up in here.
There we go.
Prickle Ryan.
That's him.
That's me. And anyway, so we don't have anything different other than the fan art. We do plan on putting Alejandro's shirt also up here.
Until he comes to get it.
He is the only one contributing to our wall here. But eventually we'll have some better setups.
A new mic.
Steven does have a new mic, which
is Christmas.
Is a very, very nice mic. It's actually really nice and really heavy.
It is heavy.
And so that was like the only other new things we got. Other than our soundboard, we did add some buttons. You can go in and press the new buttons other than these buttons.
Yeah, other than those ones.
We will introduce those later.
This one was very requested by your sister on the Christmas podcast, but now we have an aw button.
How do you remember?
I spelled aw right there. I tried to. And this is for when Ryan uses words like prick.
Interesting. I didn't know that was going to be added just for me.
Yep.
And then that was the only two buttons we added.
I think so. The rest are secrets.
Yeah, we will add more because we do have more room now because we deleted quite a few. Let's just go ahead and mention our honorable mentions, the ones that we
took off.
Yeah, and we can't play them for you to listen to them, but this is what we got.
We can try and mimic them.
We deleted the get that corn out of my face.
There we go.
That's a bad mimicking. We also deleted the
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
That's Tobey Maguire. It's the best. That's Nacho Libre.
Why am I gonna? I promise you, I'm not the werewolf.
That's Andrew Garfield in an interview from Spider-Man. Why ain't calling you a truther? That's Josh. That's my best impression. And then we even deleted.
Whoa! Just take it easy, man.
And either reference or elaboration.
Oh, elaborate. Yeah, I'll request elaboration.
Yeah. So we did delete a few, guys. All for the fans. Yeah. All for the fans. We're just trying to make everybody happy, appease everybody.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And my other new thing is my sister-in-law got me this for Secret Santa. It says Gonzalez Galyean. A little merch.
Pretty cool.
Cup, and it says Mr. RG on the side. Pretty neat. Could drink my coffee out of it.
Yeah.
That's all that ever matters.
Looks good for the pod.
Yeah. Maybe what we should do one day is like put like a lot of cushion or something. That way every time we touch the table it didn't like echo everything. You know what I mean?
Put like some cushion on the table.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
And then maybe somehow fix our little cords how every time we touch it does that, and it gets rather annoying. And eventually we'll hopefully be in another place where we can have all of our setup better, and we'll have more room to be moving around. That way Steven's not so close to me, I'm not so close to him. Yeah. But
this isn't normal.
Yeah. So season 2, how would someone start a season 2 of a podcast? I don't know. A lot of podcasts, do they even have seasons? I mean, I feel like some do, but...
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you gotta take breaks.
Yeah, I feel like they do, but like it's just always just like episode 139. I'm like...
Yeah. Season 2.
Yeah, so for us, when we do season 2, or so we'll say we're doing season 2, we're on episode 10.
Yeah.
So on the podcast app, it's going to say season 2. Episode 10? Or is it going to say... Season 2,
I feel like,
or is it going to say episode 40?
I think they give you the option to put what season it's in. I've been clicking season 1, but I think the title will probably still be like I think this will be number 32, because we did 30 and then the Christmas special.
Well, just 31, yeah.
So I think this will say like episode 32, but I think under that it should say season 2.
Okay.
On it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then like on the thumbnails on YouTube, I always put the number there. That way it's easy for the people to view. That way instead of the title, they can see the number. Yeah.
Yeah. And on YouTube, you can always put like multiple different captions. So you can put episode 40.
Yeah.
And put season 2 episode.
Absolutely.
So it's neat. What do you have to say, huh?
I was gonna say, what are season 2 goals though? More guests or less guests?
Well, so here's what I'm thinking.
I think we had a good amount of guests.
I think we had a great amount of guests, but season 2 is going to be full of more episodes, I believe, because we were starting it earlier on in the year. But that being said, there will be a season 2 break at the end of season 2 going into season 3 like we already did. But I feel like sometime midway through the year we'll take an actual season 2 break where we just have maybe like 2 weeks off, probably not a lot. I don't want to do it near as much as we did this time.
Like a season intermission.
Yeah, like an intermission, and then we come back and we'll go straight back into season 2. Yeah. Like we never left. You just had to skip just a couple weeks. Yeah. Mainly because, like, I don't know, the summer is busy. There's probably a lot of times maybe you're going on vacation or I'm going on vacation, so it may just be easier just not to have to do it. So, and I'm sure there'll be some time down this year, down the road, that, you know, every single day of the week we're just so slam busy that we just can't even do a podcast. Which I hope that never happens. But I know we had a time where we couldn't all week, so we recorded 2 podcasts in a week.
That was youth camp, right?
Was that youth camp week? It might have been.
But I was thinking just today, I feel like I should tell Ryan this, because I feel like next week, I feel like there's something going on next week. I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to podcast next week. I don't know why I thought that.
Well,
revival. That's what it is.
Oh,
our church is doing revival.
Well, it's also Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yes.
So just because.
Just say that out there
when you're listening to
we're not
this,
racist.
Yeah, when you're listening to this next week, just know we mentioned it because we always forget. We always forget the holiday that comes out Monday. So we actually remember this time.
Let's take this time. Let's take like 5 seconds to honor Martin Luther King Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
You got applause or?
Yeah. There we go.
And we're back. That was my voice crack number 1. All right. First voice crack of season 2.
Yeah.
So we have revival next week on Monday at what time?
I don't know. Don't they usually do it at 7 on revival? Like Wednesday night time?
Yeah. I feel like, yeah. Yeah, so they do it at 7, so it's going to be like, what, Sunday, Monday through Wednesday. We may do it Thursday, or we can just... As soon as church is over at 10:30, we can come home and do it then. I don't know. That's a great question.
Depends on how bro thrift going preach.
Yeah. That or, man, if it starts at 7, well, we've done it on a Wednesday before.
Yeah, right as soon as we got off work.
Yeah, it was a very short podcast, but maybe that's okay. We're going to have a short podcast. It'll be all right. So
might be all right.
We may do it on Monday and just... Hopefully I get off on time too. Just as soon as you get off, we come in, we fresh off the work stories and hit it hard and ready to get prayed up and for revival and amen.
Amen.
Hey, we're getting those sounds in today.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I feel so awkward. I just don't even know what to do right now. We haven't been
segment.
Huh?
So we can always hit that first segment.
Yeah, we have just been out of practice for so long. It's just so odd. So guys, bear with us. It's just like the beginning of the first season. Just know that
it's a little bit better.
We're gonna be a little boring, but we're gonna get it. No, I think we're a lot more entertaining than we were the first episodes.
That's for sure.
Those episodes were rough.
Yes, they were.
Like a straight up dog speaking rough.
Because Nick was telling me today that he found a podcast. He's like, it actually kind of reminds me of y'all's podcast because it's just 2 bros talking about stuff. Because I feel like you should just listen to it. And I was like, well, how much does it have? Because I like to. My thing about podcasts is there's jokes in podcasts that you won't get. So I feel like I need to start from the beginning.
Oh yeah, like inside jokes.
Yeah, because if you watch the most recent joke and they like say a joke and they laugh, it's like, well, what's that about?
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
So I was like, when I start a podcast, I usually start from the beginning, but this podcast in particular, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I would start it like
you can because they are shorter episodes, so like you don't have to like stick on the rough road for too long. You mean like once you get it's bad. Like once you get to episode 10, it's like okay, it's getting better.
yeah.
What was that, like Daniel Davis maybe?
Yeah.
The only
That's
sucky
also
part
the
of it
audio.
is the audio sucked on that one, and we were trying something new. But listen, anytime we try something new, it's just gonna turn out kind of like crap. It's gonna end up working out, except for our Christmas special.
Yeah,
That
it went
was
pretty well.
pretty much new to us, and it did
Yeah.
go well. So
Yeah. Daniel Davis texted me today because I was like, oh yeah, we're getting ready for season 2.
you want redemption?
No. He said that we should do a whole episode while throwing a football. I don't know.
It'd
how
be
that
like
worked.
Friends when they throw the ball,
I
like the
guess.
whole episode.
Yeah,
I just watched that episode the other day.
but like, you almost have to be outside because even if we're right here, we're just throwing this ball back and forth. You're gonna hear like the every time we catch it. So
It'd be
I don't know
cool,
about that.
man. It's like it'd be cool if we could. I don't even know how this would work. Like do it in the gym at our church,
Yeah.
and like we'll have like really long cords. So like you're like 10 feet that way, and I'm like 20 feet the other way or whatever. So we're just like throwing it 30 feet like the whole time, and we just have like our mic. So I just feel like we're gonna break something, hit our mic, like.
Yeah, for real.
So
It'd be
we
like,
appreciate it, Daniel.
like it'd be like a podcast. Like you only go until you drop the ball. It's like it could be the shortest podcast of all time.
It's like, okay, guys, this is the podcast where we just throw the ball. Once as soon as we drop it,
So it's over.
it's over. You like throwing the ball, I catch it. All right, throw it to Steven, drop.
Yep.
Well,
All right.
There's been Gonzalez and Galyean.
This has been Gonzalez, and we didn't get to Galyean because he dropped the ball. So.
Yeah, he's trash. So you'd be like Chandler on that episode.
I don't. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
The
Is he the
ball-
one that
the
comes in and
ball
drops
dropper?
it?
Well,
Well, doesn't he just
Phoebe-
like grab it?
Phoebe's the one that is just grabbing it and setting it down. But like he's
Okay.
like, I do not drop things, and like try to catch it and like almost drops it. He's like, fine, y'all can play or whatever. So
Yeah. They just like they do it like all day, right?
yeah, like the whole episode, it was like all day and like through the night because they were like really tired. And then like Monica's like super competitive, so she was like getting really annoying and whatnot. So yeah,
That was a fun show.
man. Over my Christmas break, I wanted to get another dad hat because I like rocking them sometimes. I was like, man, I need a new one. I couldn't ever find one. But then I also needed orange gear for hunting. So I found this vest, and it came with this hat for like $5. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I'm wearing a hunting hat for the podcast,
Redhead.
So, yeah.
It's
a brand.
also supporting your wife. She's redhead.
Yeah, but it's orange.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like redheads normally like have orange hair,
orange
really.
tint, yeah.
But except for some people that just do have red. So yeah, if you see me walking around the streets in just a orange cap, it's just basically letting anybody know that I have
You
a
hunt.
gun. That hey, I have orange on, so you can't shoot me legally.
Yeah.
So
guess
if like someone like comes to like rob me, and like trying to like, it's like, hey, this is a stick up. But whoa, hey, look at the hat. But oh, sorry,
Oh,
I
you're
didn't know you'd
safe.
chill like that. You're safe. You're cool.
Oh, you're safe.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna go rob somebody else. Yeah, if it was only like that, man, that'd be awesome.
It'd be funny if he's like he saw it and then he just like let you go because he has a redheaded wife too or something. It's like, oh, redhead. All right, man. All right, I got you.
Oh,
My wife's redheaded. I won't shoot you.
you got a ginger. You say, good luck, good luck. They say the gingers have no soul, but that's how it goes. Oh, I almost unplugged my thing.
I was like, what was that?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah. So Christmas break, we had our Christmas special, and we had a Christmas break. How long were we off without the podcast? It was a good month, solid. We
right
ended
after
like the
Thanksgiving, right?
like the week before Thanksgiving, so it came out like Thanksgiving week.
Mm,
So we're off for like
That's
2
like middle.
weeks. Recorded one, posted on Christmas. Off like another 2 weeks. So every bit of a month, if not more. Plus we're starting in the middle,
I'd say like a month
almost
and
the
a half
middle of December.
overall.
January.
Probably.
Do it.
Probably like a month and a half overall.
It's not bad. Not
It's
bad.
not bad. Yeah. That's,
It was a good break, but like I said, it was kind of weird being without it. In a way, freeing, but in a way, sad.
Yeah.
Because it is like a part of my life now, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Jesse
Well,
always just chilling.
Yeah, as I said, like afterwards is like on Monday nights. Just like, well, I guess I gotta go do something.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm usually over here.
It was the last week we were playing volleyball, I think. So
Yeah,
that was fun.
that was fun.
I enjoy it. Man, what was I gonna say else about that? About the Christmas break.
Well, I was gonna say something because Emily said something about how every year y'all do a weird game, and she said that you would inform. She said your family always does like a family game. She's like, Ryan will have to inform you on what we did this year because I don't know what it is yet. I know what it is. I saw a video, but I feel like you should tell the people.
You saw a video?
Yeah. It's like, Nick showed me a video.
Of our game?
Yeah. The Nerf game?
Dude, I need to see those videos actually. Voice crack number 2. Because that might have been the funniest thing I've ever been a part of.
It was fun to watch.
So, the game itself was called The Mole. It's based off a TV show, I believe. Basically, you have a couple, contestants, and one of them is the mole. One of them is the bad guy, so to say. And you have, yeah. So we have all of our family members. Adrian and Haley had to leave early to go to another Christmas, so they weren't able to participate. I know. Families. So you do these random like mini games or whatever, and then you're trying to get points and try to get money in the bucket, right? Well, then you do a quiz every other mini game pretty much, and you write down answers according to who you think the mole is. So if I thought the mole was you, they'd be like, one of the questions would be like, what color hair does the mole have? Well, say I'm in the game too. Well, I'm not going to guess brown hair because I think it's you, and it may not be you. So I guess blonde hair. Well, they grade the quiz, and as long as you have, whoever doesn't have any answers or the least amount of answers that does verify the actual mole, so say that you were the mole and I only put one answer that agreed with saying you were the mole, then I may still be in unless I didn't have unless I was the only one. I only had one answer and everybody else had 5. So then it gets down to the very end where you end up deciding for sure who the mole is. Well, if you decide it's you, then you lose. You don't get any of the money. Everybody else splits the money. But if you win as the mole and everybody gets wrong, nobody gets the money but you. Or if 2 people voted you and everybody else didn't, then those two people win. And they get to split the money, so they still get a high price. So ultimately, you want to be the mole, and you want to be the one that wins, being the mole, because you're going to get all the money. So, but you can screw the game over, and on mini games, act like you're trying really hard, but you're not really good, so you're not getting money in the bucket or whatever, because that can go both ways. Anyways, one of the mini games was a game that they have done on Dude Perfect, but it's actually called the Quiet Place game.
That's what it's called?
That's what they did on TikTok, I think. So you have a blindfold. You spin yourself in circles for a few times. You can't see nothing and have a Nerf gun. Everybody else is hiding in a room. And you can stand still, but it's best when you can move and stuff. So basically, some people play when you have a bell attached to your neck or something. So anytime you move, they can hear you. They can't see you, but they go based off sound. So, Jacob was spinning around, my oldest brother, spinning around, and he started trying to shoot us, and we're throwing stuff at him, or we're throwing stuff at other people, so he thinks they're over there. And then we got to the point where Zeke wanted to be a part of it, but he couldn't actually play, so he got on top of the stairs where he can see the whole living room. He'd be like, they're behind the couch, making it more intense and harder. And man, you were all scrambling, running, trying to get behind things. There's a point where Jacob and Nick both went the same direction, and Nick jumped on the ground, and Jacob landed on top of him.
That's the part I saw.
So it was really intense. I had a great idea, and I hid behind the Christmas tree. It's if they shoot the Christmas tree, most likely the branches are going to stop the bullet. Yeah. And I was on the skirt of the Christmas tree, the little rug. Yeah. So I was on it, and they would shoot. Well, then they started coming around the Christmas tree. And what I'd do is I'd just shuffle my feet just a little bit, and I'd slide on that skirt so I can go all the way around the Christmas tree, and they wouldn't get me. So I did it only twice. Cause I did it one time. I was like, man, I kind of feel bad about doing this. It's not as fun. So I did it, and then like one of the last games, I did it again. So, but I never got shot, not even once. It was pretty nice. Everybody else eventually did.
Good job.
I did not. It's probably the first time I ever got applause on here for me. I did not like being the shooter because my brothers did mess with me a lot. Touching me, grabbing me, pulling my shorts down and whatnot.
Squeezing the butt cheeks.
Squeezing the butt cheeks a lot. And I was like about to throw elbows and whatnot. But I ended up shooting Jacob and I think Nick too, maybe. Shot Jesse. Shot her good. Revenge. So, anyways, at the very, very beginning, I just looked at Emily. I said, "You the mole?" She said, "No." And man, I just have this gift where I can read people. And I was like, dude, she is straight up lying, you know? Like Adrian, if Adrian's lying, you know.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
The nostril thing.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, other people know. So I guessed, and I was like, I think it's her. Well, anyways, me and Jesse had to leave because we had to go do Christmas also in Dallas. So we left at 8:30 to go to Dallas. Like a 2-hour drive. Yeah, it's a long bit.
It's kind of a long day.
So we had to drive. Well, anyways, I texted my mom. I was like, who was the mom? I'm like, yeah, it's Emily. Freaking knew it. And the thing is, Nick won because he was like the only one left. Nick and my mom. So he got all the money. But I think he gave it to Reagan because Reagan put the whole game together.
Oh, that's nice.
Like organizing and whatnot. So Nick has done something nice. Let's put a whole. She did. She did really great. It was a really fun game. I just wish that we had started it earlier so we had time to actually finish it all the way through. But that Nerf game was intense.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
It would be fun to do like at the BBSW or like really anywhere.
No, we're not in the BBSW.
Well, there was nowhere to hide at my parents either. We were hiding
over movie shelves.
We were hiding behind a couch, and all we had was a couch. And so we had the big couch, and then to the right of the couch, we have a bunch of stacks of wood for the fireplace. And then to the left of the couch, you have the fireplace, which is brick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, we're going to die. And nobody got hurt. I don't know.
You have like the coffee table island thing. That's where, right? Don't you have like a thing right in front of the couch?
Like an ottoman.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we kind of moved out of the way. I wanted to hide in it, but I'm too tall and too fat. But Zeke could have done it if he wanted. We did do a round where Zeke was able to shoot us, and he didn't have a blindfold on. It got pretty crazy. I did get shot in that one, but I also kind of let him, you know?
Oh, okay.
Zeke, don't listen to this when you're like 14. And then Emma did it, but she did it with a blindfold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Jacob was like, you know, helping her shoot and whatnot. So, fun game.
Yeah. She's a talkative little thing.
Dude, especially last night.
Last night she was.
We got to my brother's house, which is, so Emma, Zeke, and Elijah are my Niblings, nephews and siblings.
Your siblings,
nephews,
kids.
and nieces. Yeah, they call it Niblings. It's actually a word. It's kind of a weird word, huh?
I don't like it.
Nibblings. Like nibbling on food.
Yeah, you won't catch me saying that.
Right? We also have like a couple years until one of your brothers. You also have like a couple years until you have a nibbling. You know what I mean? You gotta wait for Bradley or Connor to have a kid.
It'll be more than a couple of years.
I'm just saying, yeah. You know, we won't be catching you saying anytime soon. Anyway, so those are my nibblings. And so we went to Jacob's house, and like, she was like, first thing, she was like, Steven! Steven!
Caught me off guard. I think she came up to me with her hands up, like she wanted me to grab her, but like I had both my hands full. So I was just like, hey, I'm not. No, don't boo me.
How dare you, man? Rejecting my little niece. She was
She didn't like seem upset though, so maybe not. Maybe I misread.
She was straight up talking the whole time. I think she wanted my McDonald's so bad.
I think she did too.
She was just talking about it. She literally, okay, this is what she quoted like
10,000
maybe
times.
At least 10 times at least. She's like, last night, we went to McDonald's and Daddy wasn't there. Mommy was driving. And she just kept on repeating it.
She
but
did
just,
that same sentence.
She would say the same sentence, but sometimes she would throw Mommy and Daddy like back. She would say, Mommy was driving, Daddy wasn't there, or Daddy wasn't there, Mommy was driving.
Then we went to McDonald's.
And then we went to McDonald's. I was like, okay, I get it. But she's so cute. I tell him she should be an actress one day. She's very good. Very dramatic.
Very dramatic.
But it's a little girl. She's always dramatic. So.
All right.
Do you want to go to the first segment?
I do.
And share with the world?
All right. Y'all know what? Y'all know what it is. You ready? Here we go. This is part of season 2 right here. All right.
Today on the local news,
I am your anchor, Steven Galyean.
I am the sub anchor, Gonzalez Galyean.
All right. So, I don't really have a whole. I was
I hope you have a lot. I don't think I have
I
anything.
was gonna say, how was your birthday? You hadn't had your birthday since the last one, so that's.
I don't remember
news.
a lot.
You're 23 now.
We went to Longhorn Steakhouse. First time I ever went. I went with a couple friends.
How
I
was
think
that?
it was Nick,
I wasn't invited.
Josh, Emily, Elena, and Jesse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Thanks
were there.
for the invite.
You were there. I forgot. Yeah,
I
you were
was.
there. It was
I
pretty
had
good.
the shrimp.
Yeah. And then
really
we were
good, though.
leaving, and this girl walked out, and I'm going to say freaking instead, but she said, I feel like a freaking feather. And
she just kept walking.
she paused and looked in eye contact with me and just busted out laughing and left.
It was pretty funny.
It was pretty awkward, pretty funny.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my birthday was overall pretty fantastic. I'm 23 now, just an old man living life and being broke.
You don't remember what you did after Longhorn Steakhouse?
What did we do? We
You
went
went
to your house,
I
yeah.
fixed you some hot chocolate.
You did?
Yeah, I fixed you a new watch some
You
hot
gave
chocolate.
me Workaholics, the TV show.
Yeah, baby.
And then
we played
played golf. We did.
And that
And that
inspired.
was the inspiration to me getting the Switch.
There we go.
We bought the Switch for my brother-in-law, and now I am addicted. I haven't been addicted to a video game since my whole life.
Since the DS days.
Since,
The
honestly.
DSi days.
DSi, 3DS, you know how it is.
All right. That's good. We already talked about Christmas. So, New Year's. How was New Year's?
Again, I went to Jacob's house, and we popped crackers of fire.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just like saltine going everywhere.
Cool.
So, sorry, bad joke. It wasn't even funny. Wasn't even funny. I know, I felt like we're using boo and all that, and we're forgetting about the other stuff.
The boo's good, though.
It
It's
is.
a good addition.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah.
All is.
I played Cards of Humanity on New Year's.
Humanity?
Humanity? Did I say
Cards,
Q?
cards of cucumber manity.
It's a pickle.
Well, what was it before pickle?
Rick.
No, what was a pickle? Okay. Okay. No,
It was Ryan. It was Ryan.
No,
before
but before it was a pickle. Well, before pickle is a pickle, what is it?
a cucumber.
Okay, Mr. Larry, the cucumber.
And what was a cucumber before it was a cucumber? A seed.
Okay, what does that prove?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's always the before.
What was it before the seed?
A cucumber?
Maybe.
I don't know. Where do cucumber seeds come from? Even you don't make them.
Kids are going to have to mute this part of the podcast as we tell you where cucumber seeds come from.
Well, I know on a squash plant, the seeds do sprout on the leaves.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
The cucumber seeds look different. They're a lot smaller and narrower.
yeah. I don't know, man.
I'm
Like,
sure they do, actually.
are you saying they come from the cucumber, or are you saying it's coming from the
They
cucumber
come from
plant?
the plant.
I would say they come from the cucumber, don't they? I thought, like, you
Well,
can see
actually,
seeds
yes.
in
A
cucumbers.
cucumber, there are seeds inside, yes. you're right.
Yeah,
I feel like squash is also the same.
I think it is, too.
But when you...
You work at a feed store, bro?
I do.
Man.
I'm saying when we sell squash plants on the plant itself, it looks like there's seeds on the... Maybe they're like backup seeds or something. It's like, hey, in case this plant right here does not grow, take this seed off this plant and plant it.
Eat your squash like, they ain't got no seeds. Hey, go out to the garden, see if they got any of those backup seeds.
Yeah, the backup seeds.
Gosh,
Pulling in the
damn.
reserves. All right.
Ain't
My
never heard no
other-
crap like that before.
My only other local news
Mm-hmm.
is that I went on a ski trip.
Whoa. Bro, you went skiing?
I went skiing.
Bro.
I went falling, bro.
Bro, did I go?
Did you go?
Yeah.
Did you want to go? I'm joking. No, you weren't there.
I didn't go. I
was gonna
did
be
want
there.
to go, but I had to let you have this experience, this once in a lifetime experience, without me. I feel like all the greatest times in your life ever were always with me. And I was like, he needs his own memory.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that one you can't associate.
So,
It's like Mater's Tall Tales or whatever.
Yeah,
He's always like, you don't remember Lightning? You was there too.
Yeah. Anytime I'm telling a story, I'm like, oh yeah, well Ryan was there too.
Yeah, so I feel like you need your own Mater story.
Yeah.
Or your own Lightning McQueen story.
So
I can see you as Owen Wilson.
Wow. So you sent me with Nick instead.
Yeah. I said, I want him to have a real memory, but I don't want it to get real. So I sent Nick. You know what I mean? I said,
No, I'm joking.
yeah, man, that's gonna be awesome. He said, "Oh, Nick's here. I can't get real." You know what I mean? So,
It was really funny.
those are one of our podcast jokes.
That is a podcast joke. That's a season 1, probably like episode
2.
I don't know. It's one of the first ones
Yeah.
for sure. One of the nights there, them Lyles and Mitchells, man, they'll argue about anything.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And they were arguing about something about on the TV, and me and Nick were upstairs, and we were just shaking our heads. Like, dude, they'll argue over anything. And Nick's like, bro, I thought we were bad. I thought it was so funny because
It is funny.
me and Nick argue a lot too.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about like my family. We argue a lot.
Oh no, Nick was like, dude, I thought we were bad.
Yeah.
For real.
So, tell me more about the skiing experience. How did it go?
Okay, so
Did it hurt? And were you sore? And did you meet any snow babes?
okay, so this is
Snow babes.
Snow babes.
We did a mega shirt with you like skiing, and you have like 2 girls on the right and left of you, and the shirt just says snow babes.
Or just like 2 snowmen that are women. Just like,
That's even better because that's probably more realistic.
yeah, because like they're not real. So it's like Steven Snow babes.
Yeah. So yeah, how'd it go?
That was the first question. How'd it go?
Yeah.
It was hard to learn for me. I didn't.
That's anything new?
It did not.
Especially learning something. Not saying you're old because we're the same age, but like
Yeah.
at your age, you're not as much like a sponge as when you're a kid. That's why people learn
Right.
things when they're kids.
Right. Yeah. So that, and I'm not an athletic person.
Really?
No.
Huh? Man, I would not have known.
Yeah. There's a lot about me you don't know, Ryan.
Man.
Yeah,
all
I'm
these
not
memories.
athletic,
Huh.
so I feel like that type of stuff also just takes me longer, just because I'm not used to like a whole lot of athleticism. Like I don't know how much athletic stuff goes into skiing. It's mainly balance
Yeah, I mean,
and like
it depends on how extreme you get, but yeah, I would say there's some athleticism to it.
yeah. But yeah, definitely. I'm 23 now, learning how to ski.
But
When
will I live to see 24?
yeah,
How's it
right.
going? I don't know.
And, like these guys have been going since they were like super little.
Oh yeah, Lyles for sure, no doubt.
I don't even know like how young like Jay would have been. I think Kathleen said she was like 11 the first time she went.
Really?
So,
I don't the first time I went with them, the only time I ever gone, I was really young, but I remember being like one of the first times that they had gone.
Yeah, it probably was then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's like they're all like very experienced. I'm like the only person. I was like the only new person, other than Katie, but she was learning snowboarding that day.
Mm-hmm. The first day.
Yeah, so like it took me 2 hours to make it down the bunny slope my first time, and then
The bunny slope?
the bunny slope. I didn't
That's
tell you that.
that's half a mountain, bro.
I know.
Me and Tim got tired of the regular mountain, so we did the bunny. It wasn't even the bunny slope. It was just, I guess, the bunny slope. It wasn't like bunnies though. It was just literally like a small little escalator thing.
No, ours was just like it was just like straight down, and then it like plateaus for a little bit, and then goes down again. That's what the bunny slope there was. Like it's like this. It's like not super steep, and then it kind of plateaus, and then it like the very last
Like
part is pretty
last
steep.
100 feet or something.
Yeah, but it's like not tall at all at that point. It's just like,
Yeah. How long would it take a normal person to go down it though?
not long at all, dude.
Okay.
Dude,
Like a minute
like,
or so?
All right, bro. But that's day 1, Steven.
Oh yeah,
Day,
yeah.
day 3, Steven.
Oh, yeah, totally
bro,
different
would have
person, man.
ate that joint up. All right.
But did you do it?
No, at that point, I didn't care about the bunny slope.
Okay.
Bro, I'm up there on the blues, day 3.
Oh, the blues, bro. Having a bad day, singing the blues.
Yeah. No. So I had 2 teachers, Kathleen and Caitlin, and They taught me. They had much
Everybody knows
patience.
Kathleen. Caitlin is Jay's wife.
Mm-hmm. Who was with child.
Who is with child.
Yeah. There was one time I got like, what are we doing? Oh.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jay and Caitlin. There was one time I got, I guess stuck or something, and the ski lift was coming, and I got stuck, and it pushed me over. And then the guy told Caitlin to duck, so she didn't go, I guess, without me. So she ducked, and then it knocked her down, and then I felt so bad because she's pregnant, and like she got knocked down because I couldn't get on the ski lift. It's the only time I didn't make it on the ski lift.
The ski lift that lifts you up and takes you all the way up the mountain.
Yeah, so we're like down here.
Yeah.
I was like,
so you're about to get onto it going up.
Yeah, and I wasn't in the right spot, and it hit me down. So then they told her to duck, and then it knocked her down, and I was like, oh no. But she was fine.
See, I don't like heights, so that was one of the scariest things of the whole ski trips, with the ski lifts, because they don't even like really strap you in, do they?
No,
there's
there's no strap.
I don't know. It's like sometimes there's a bar, but that doesn't do anything.
On the real big ones, the bar comes down. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm just like I could slip out of this, and then like, do you take off your skis to walk up there, or do you like walk with your skis to it?
You walk with your skis.
So when you're snowboarding,
you have like
can't,
one.
Yeah, you have one off, which feels weird. I never knew if I was supposed to hook it back on as soon as I got back on it, because when you get off of it at the top of the mountain, I always struggled and I always held up the line because I had to sit down on the snow and try to hook it back up and then go down. When I feel like it'd be easier to just have it already hooked and.
I honestly didn't pay attention to what Jay did.
Because you were skiing.
Huh?
Because you were skiing.
Yeah, I was skiing. I wasn't. Yeah, I was worried about getting myself down without falling down.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I did notice that he had one off.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we did that for sure.
Yeah, but the ski lift is fun to me. I thought it was really fun.
It's really, I guess it's not too high. It's probably like 20 feet up, maybe 30 or 40.
For the bunny slip one?
No, the ski lift from the ground the whole time. I mean,
when you're only going to the top, it's pretty high.
Yeah, but compared to the ground?
I mean, you're looking way down, though. I mean, like, very, very, very top at the mountain.
Yeah. But I'm saying, compared to the ground.
In the middle moment.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. You got a ski resort here.
Yeah.
Say it's 20 feet up from the ground at the bottom. Well, it's going up, but it's also going up as the mountain's going up. Yeah. So each pole is probably around the same height in relation to the ground. So I'm saying you're not too far from the ground when you're on the ski lift. Now, if you compare yourself from the ski lift to the very bottom of the mountain, then yes. But if you're just talking about the ground itself,
yeah, but
the elevation of the mountain.
There's like middle moments where like the ground's here, and like when the mountain's like super steep, like when the mountain's more like this, and you're still going up, and it's like.
I can see that because like it's at a straight.
Yeah,
level.
I feel like there's a certain moment where you're like looking down, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, the only good thing is it's all white, so your perspective is not as there.
True.
And you're also like, oh, snow. It looks so powdery and safe.
A really fun thing you might think is a fun thing is that we're going up to a green, so it's like the medium ski lift.
Yeah. Passing
one of the poles, and people stick stickers on them, or like throw beads or bras or whatever on them. And there's like,
yeah, I think that's so fun.
So fun. There was a People's Telephone sticker on one of them. I was like, I looked at Kayla, did you see that? It was a People's Telephone sticker. She missed it. Huh. But then I asked Jay because he was behind us. He said he didn't see either. But it was like the People's logo. I was like, what the heck?
That is really weird.
So either like a People's employee was like, or like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
I know Matthew snowboards a lot, but he doesn't even work for People's anymore. Even then, I don't think he was snowboarding that much at that point. So I would doubt it'd be him. But there's so many people. I mean, y'all went to what, Angel Fire?
Angel Fire.
I'm sure a lot of people go there. So who knows? That's still really random though.
Yeah, most of the people that we talked to that we got put on the ski list from, everyone was from Texas mainly.
Yeah, when we went, a lot of people were. There's this dude that Kathleen was like hanging out with.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, his name was. I feel like his name was Dallas. He was from Dallas, but they're for sure from Texas. I'm pretty sure his name was Dallas. So it was pretty funny.
Yeah. So what was the next question? How'd it go?
Yeah,
it was really tough.
Heck.
Oh no, we're on low battery already.
We need to get to our segments actually. I did not realize that we were going to be talking this much. Gosh dang.
All right. So
Did
I know
you
you
get
had
hurt?
4 questions. It was, how'd it go? What was the second one? Did you get hurt?
Yeah, did you get hurt and were you sore? It could be like the same question.
Same question. Yes to both. Once, there was one time on the bunny slope, but to talk about the steep part that I'm talking about, they also had like roped off, and one time I fell and I slipped and I went right into the rope, but like instead of like hitting the rope and like bouncing down,
You flipped over?
under it,
Huh.
and it caught my lip, the bottom of my lip. My lip bled for a little bit.
There you go.
So yeah, man,
Tough.
got hurt. And then just like every time I fall, I feel like my knees would do like, they would like bend in and fall.
Yeah.
So like the inside of my knees were really...
That's why I like boarding instead of skiing. I just feel like I would not enjoy skiing.
Oh, that's pretty fun
For my body.
there, but it's like, and then the soreness. That first, I think it was the second day there. I think that's the sorest I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
Because like everything's just like...
It's because it really is a full body workout sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's probably why you're like the sorest.
It's the workoutness and then just all the falling.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. This
And
is
it
probably the
happens.
sorest I've ever been in my
That
life.
happens.
But-
Nice.
Snow babes. No.
No snow babes. Snow babes.
I was so focused on just staying up and not falling. I can't even tell you what anyone looked like around me, to be honest with you.
I mean, they probably all had like masks and whatnot on, like
Yeah, and that too. Everyone's pretty covered up.
goggles and stuff. So it's alright, man. Next time you'll be a pro, and they're just gonna be looking at you.
There
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the one thing. I might not have like done it, but I feel like I somewhat looked the part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be looking for a snowman.
There we go.
Not no snowman, but a snowman. On to the segment number 2. Y'all ready to hear the new sound?
Oh no. Did it go out?
It's quite a possibility.
I think our soundboard went out, people.
Quick.
I tried it again.
I can always do this while we talk. And what's the word we said? Not procrastinate.
Yeah, stall.
Stall.
I can tell you some of the games that we played while we were up there during the
play?
nights. And the ski trip, the first night we played Mafia, which was alright.
It's a fun game.
Yeah,
Quick
it's a fun
song.
game. Still no.
One other thing I can do. Well, just in case. Unplug it from there. Plug it back in. And then we'll go to mode 1. Now try.
And still nothing.
I'm
Confusion.
I'm
I am
rather
so confused right now.
I am rather confused right now, bro. I can always.
I don't remember what we played the second night. We played something and then Mafia.
Mafia.
And the third night we played a game that Jill brought. It's like a Christmas game that she wanted to play at Christmas but didn't get to play. So
You didn't get to play it?
yeah, they didn't get to play it at Christmas, so we played it on the ski trip. Which is snow, so you're
Yeah.
still thinking about Christmas a little bit.
Sound might mess up for a second. We'll see how this goes. Okay. I guess our sound didn't mess up. Just click a random button there, Steve.
All right. Nothing.
You know, I gotta say, with all my professional sound knowledge that I have in my life, which is 0, I don't know what's going on. Of course, we always you know what? We done address the situation here, so y'all can back off because we already said that with season 2, probably in this episode, we're gonna have some difficulties, and this just counts as number 1.
The sad part is that they
It
were
was
for
working.
the segments.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all got a tease with the local news. And still nothing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm rather confused.
I can tell you about the food we had on the trip.
So like every
Every detail.
slight story that there is. I genuinely don't know why that it wouldn't be working, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Obviously, I lost. Man, I'm just I'm really upset because I really wanted this to work. It looks like there's like no sound at all coming from the. Click a button one more time. Let's see.
Still nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I guess we can just go to the next segment and be alright.
Alright, well, we're not going to try and mimic the sounds so that y'all will still be surprised next time.
Yeah, and you
Work
know what?
stories.
Yeah, if we get it to work midway, we'll just like go back to it or something. I don't know. Yeah, work stories. What do you got? Because I don't think I actually have anything.
I didn't really have one, so I just like threw one together, which is kind of true because y'all don't know.
I mean, as long as it happened during your break.
Yeah, it happened during the break. It happened while I was on the ski trip, actually.
Really?
I wasn't at work, but I know what happened. We lost our rooster.
What?
The rooster that used to chill around the feed store.
He
lived there. Dang, bro, we just lost Skylar. Skylar's never listening to this again.
He said, "I am done. I am done with the podcast forever."
Screw this podcast.
Oh, well. It's alright.
What were we talking about? We lost a rooster.
Yes, at the feed store.
Yeah, we had a pet
I'm
rooster.
still listening. I'm just like, focused on so many different things here.
We had a pet rooster up there that me and Junior, we named him Ronald. And we'd call him Ronald, like Harry Potter.
Oh,
Ronald.
Ronald.
But then Ricky named him Pretty Boy. And then that stuck more, so we just call him Pretty Boy.
And he just upped and left.
Yeah, he lived there for like 2 years.
He upped and cock-a-doodle-doodled out of there.
Yeah, he said, I gotta get that cock-a-doodle-doo out of here. And yeah, he jetted, and so I never got to proper goodbye.
He had beef with you, man. He had chicken with you.
That boy had poultry with me, bro.
He had poultry with you.
Yeah, so that's my work story. R.I.P.
I can.
R.I.P. Pretty Boy. Boo. Aww.
You know what I can do?
What can you do?
I think I can do this, and this might work.
There you go. That's our work. Our work story.
Yeah.
Intro.
What's our next segment?
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Time for some entertainment, people.
Entertainment. Oh, found it. Okay, Steven, click the soundboard.
Entertainment.
We're really improvising over here, guys. Believe it or not, I think I do have some entertainment.
Good.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I'm not focused because I've been trying to focus. Ooh. Anyway, so I guess I'm just gonna mention. I mean, I'm sure.
I had to chill there. I'm being possessed over here. You just gonna watch.
You look at a little bird like flapping its wings.
Yeah, like a penguin for the first time.
What is that movie? The little kid's like getting the demons out of the dude. It's
Conjuring,
like
probably Exorcist.
No. It had John Krasinski in it, I think.
Oh, the power of Christ compels you.
The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah, that was funny. Robin Williams was in that.
Yeah. Anyways, so my work story. No.
Entertainment. Come on, son.
There's a lot of movies I feel like that came out, but I'm just going to talk about a movie that I watched at the DEA, and that was Clueless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
I've never seen it either. Jesse forced me to watch it. Said it's like her favorite movie. Anyways, plot line is girl like wants to be popular, and then she like finds joy in like kind of helping this other girl who's not popular, like become this pretty girl and popular and whatnot.
Is she
and then
dumb?
she's like, yeah,
Is that why it's called Clueless?
Kind. I mean, she's a blonde, so
Yeah.
she's like rich and whatnot. So like she's like trying to figure this thing out. And then she's like trying to find out like. She finds out she wants a relationship, and then like she wants a boyfriend or something. And she's like, I'm not in love with anybody. And then midway through, she finds out she's in love with the brother.
Oh,
her stepbrother.
Oh.
I'm like, because like in the very first scene, it's Paul Rudd, the stepbrother, and he shows up, and like he's not really the stepbrother because the dude married this girl who already had him, but then they divorced. So like, it's a divorced
like
ex-stepbrother, yeah. Still.
How long were they?
A little fishy.
How long were they siblings?
That's a good question. I don't know.
30 years, and then just like.
Nah, he's in like college barely, and she's like still in high school. She's like 16, and so that's another thing. age gap there. Anyways, so like the very first scene when he showed up, like this, like the chemistry, I was like, whatever. I was like, yeah, it's probably just whatever. Then at the end, she's like, I love my brother, my ex stepbrother. I'm like, whoa! And then she's like kissing him. I'm like, whoa! Like, this is your favorite movie, Jess?
I knew you were about to say that.
I'm like, the heck? It was a good. It wasn't a terrible movie. It wasn't as bad as I thought I was gonna think it was. I mean, like, it was still pretty funny. I can understand like she liking it, and I'm sure she grew up like watching it and loving it. So I don't mean to make her hate her favorite movie anymore, but I was like, okay, it's kind of weird.
It's been like just because it's very popular. Like I wouldn't like. I'm not gonna seek it out, but like I feel like I should watch it before I die, just because of how popular it is. But
is it like on yours like movie thing?
Probably not.
Really? No.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
Not a lot of comedies are on that.
Yeah. What do you have there, sir? For
all right, so I've started watching Ted Lasso, which is really good. Yeah.
I heard it's a decent show.
It's great.
Is it comedic? Because I know Jason Sudeikis, right?
Sudeikis.
Well, listen, I was at my in-laws' house, and they have a game called Sudoku, so I was thinking about it in the back of my head all day.
Yeah, he plays like Michael Aaron McKinney if he's like
a coach.
Super, super positive. Like, he's just like a super positive person. Like, nothing brings him down. He has like that accent right there. That's what
Nick said. He's Michael
from
Aaron McKinney. That's who Nick said he reminded him.
Yeah. Well, he that's who he is. Same actor.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if Nick knows. Nick probably doesn't. So he's from like America and goes to coach in England. So, and he coaches American football. They hire him to coach football over there, which is soccer. So he doesn't know anything about soccer.
Oh, so he was confused and thought it was gonna be football.
No, I think he knew. He just like wanted to do something different. That's just the way he is. Has an accent. He's just so happy all the time. And it's like you're happy watching it just because the way he is. It's like, oh, this is great. But it really will hit you emotionally too. Like, it gets super serious sometimes.
Well, I've seen a scene one time and it was pretty serious or whatever. Like, this guy just didn't want to go to practice or something.
Yeah, practice. You talking about practice?
Practice?
Yeah.
That's actually a quote from Allen Iverson, the basketball player.
That's what Nick told me. He said that's actually based on like a real life situation.
Yeah.
My favorite thing in the show is that he doesn't like tea. Like Ted Lasso, because they offer him some tea. They're like, how do you take your tea? He's well, I usually take it right back to the counter because someone's made a horrible mistake. He said he just hates tea. He says just dirty water. And like, people keep all trying to offer him tea because he's in England or whatever, or he's in the UK, and he's like, no, thank you. It's so funny.
Interesting.
That, and I already told you I watched Puss in Boots 2, which I thought was really good.
Yeah.
Way better than the first one. I feel like I had something else. Oh no, this is all news, like movie news. I don't know if you've heard today. Have you been on social media today?
No.
Bro, it's so sad. I was gonna text you about it. I was like, maybe he hasn't heard. I'm gonna say it. The Workaholics movie got canceled.
Like, for real? Like, are you joking?
No, dude, for real. Like, Adam's mad. Like, if you go to his Instagram, he's
what
like,
the heck? But like,
Paramount Plus canceled it.
I didn't even know they're doing Paramount.
They were on his post. They said they were about to start shooting it 5 weeks from now.
Oh, I thought they were already restarting. That'd be even worse.
No.
So
he's literally like next month they're about to start filming. And Paramount Plus is cut. They said they've been like writing that movie for like over a year.
So, they're just not gonna do it.
They said like I think the guys, them boys, they're trying to find somewhere else that'll make it. Like, they're trying to like I don't know if they're gonna do it like just streaming services or just trying to find a company.
Yeah.
That'll like fund it. Because like I'm like, dude, that made me so mad. It was like so he posted that on his story, and then like right after that he posted that like Bumper in Berlin's getting the second season.
Two emotions.
Yeah, totally. So he's like happy and sad, but I was like, dude, I don't know. It ruined my day. I was like, are you kidding me? The Workaholics movie just got canceled.
They better like redo it.
Somebody better pick it up.
That sucks if they were like working on it.
If it's already like
written and whatnot.
And apparently he was saying something about they were talking about like how sucky it was and like all the actors that they're having to lay off because they had already like casted people in them. Because I mean they were supposed to start shooting in like a month. Yeah. It's like I kind of wish they'd let me know like who was in it. But I guess just in case it gets made, you want to know. Like I wonder if there's
should support their film. We'll be in the film for them. Put on the Gonzalez Galyean podcast streaming service.
It's on the streaming service. IMDb. We'll have our first IMDb
What's that?
listing. Like IMDb,
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
We'll be listed on there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, what else?
That's
your
it.
only news?
Yeah, those.
I feel
Sad,
like,
dude.
yeah, it is. I feel like though this season of the podcast though we're gonna have some really good entertainment because I feel like there's good movies coming out. I mean, there's what's that? Oppenheimer. Is that what it's called?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Bro,
I
that
feel like
was
this is
good,
gonna be
dude.
like ridiculously good.
And I mean, it's probably out now. But while this is going on, the football game is happening. You know, is the Cowboys playing tonight? Someone's playing tonight.
I think it's a
And
college game.
They're dropping the new Ant-Man trailer tonight.
Oh.
During the football
It's
game.
the college finals or whatever.
Right, the college finals.
Yeah,
So, I mean, after this, the Ant-Man trailer should be out probably.
that'd be nice.
I mean, it comes out next month, so.
Dang. So that's what we're gonna do while we're editing this video. We're watching the Ant-Man trailer.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. So yeah, entertainment. That's gonna be it's gonna be nice this season.
It's going to be nice to
That's some
stick
cool
around
stuff
and
to
listen.
talk about. So, on to the next segment, or you have something else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. As
Music?
far as I'm gonna do our soundboard for the music, but again, it's come for this, so I don't know if I have it all how it's supposed to. But we'll just act like it works. Music. On to music.
Yeah, I know what y'all are thinking. Y'all thought we were about to drop a beat right there.
I know they thinking that.
But
They weren't
that's not
thinking
how it
that something messed up with them. They insane in the membrane. You know what I'm saying?
is. Yeah. Well, what you got? What you been listening to?
I wrote something, but I would say I have multiple, but I might just mention like just one. So I listened to this guy. Well, everybody knows I like NF. Well,
Okay.
NF has his producer,
I
Tommy
thought you were gonna
Prophet.
mention that other boy. I'm like, nah, dude, we ain't listened to none of him this season. What was that guy's
Red
name?
Leather?
No, it's like every week. You're like, bro, this guy just dropped a song.
John Michael Howell.
John Michael-
So he released it. I've listened to very few of his songs because I don't want to be like over listening to him though.
I got
Anyway, so I listen to NF. NF's producer, his beat maker,
Tommy Prophet.
Tommy Prophet. He makes really good cinematic songs. He does albums every once in a while called Cinematic Songs Volume 3, 4, whatever. Anyways, it's this guy, one of his songs, his name is Young Youth with a J, so Jung Youth.
Young Youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Wasn't he in Young Youth? Wasn't he in that Weatherman album with Words Played?
He might have been, but I was listening to his new album that came out last year, 2022, and the song I was going to mention is called Weatherman.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll have to show you some of his songs.
Okay.
I had just a couple from the album downloaded, but yeah, Reminisce, Scream, Weatherman. I just mentioned those. Those are just really good. And then I started listening to Hawk Nelson today.
Yeah.
And yesterday, to like the old stuff, with the old singer and whatnot.
That's the guy that sings "Eye of the Storm," right? In the eye of the storm.
I think that is, but it's not the same singer. It's a different Hawk Nelson's.
Oh.
It's pretty much like a different band. I guess maybe the
Oh, he just had like a different band at the time.
well, so like this is their singer right here,
Uh-huh.
whereas the singer of the band now,
Hawk Nelson. I thought that was a name.
Like
I thought that was
someone-
a homie's name.
I thought so too. It's kind of like I can't even think of one right now. Like Super Chick, man. I thought her name was Super Chick, but
Or like Owl City. Like you think that's a band and it's one dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah, this is
Come
called
on, guys.
Hawk Nelson. You think it's like a whatever, but it's not.
Yeah, it sounds like a guy's name. And it's
Yeah,
like
I know.
a
And
band
it
name.
looked like the guy that I just showed you. Anyways, well, they had a different singer, and actually, Drops in the Ocean, Diamonds.
It Drops to the Ocean. That's the Eye of the Storm song, I think, right? Or no, those are two different songs. That might be the song I'm thinking of. The Drop in the Ocean.
Like a drop in.
Like a drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sang that for our youth choir one time.
Yeah. Anyway, so this singer, I'm pretty sure the new singer for Hawk Nelson, he ended up leaving as well, or he may still sing. I don't know, but he is not a Christian anymore, or he denounces Christianity,
Oh no.
which I don't know. And this happened like quite a few years ago, which was like really odd.
Hmm.
So But the old singer, he's still rock solid, I think.
That boy, still the boy still rock with Jesus.
Still in the faith. He probably still does rock.
That boy's still going to heaven though. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still going to heaven. So, but yeah, I listen a little bit of Hawk Nelson. There's just like a lot of really good songs. They're cool because they're like hardcore rock, but back like the 2000 rock. So it's like pretty good music, and then they also have some pretty good like slower songs, which is nice. So they remind me of Reliant K, but they are different.
That's like a weird thing, like not to get like too deep, like for someone to like denounce faith, like if you're like actually saved, and then you denounce faith and just like to like I don't believe in God anymore.
Yeah,
it's like such a weird like
concept.
thing.
To me, at that point, I feel like they never really did believe in the first place. And
that's
again,
what you would think.
We're not theologians, but I thought about this so many times. It's like so weird. Like, yeah, I believe. And like, I really do. And then like one day you're just like, no, I don't. Like, did you ever?
It's either like, did you ever, or you still do. Like,
or yeah, like you still do, but you're saying you don't.
Yeah.
For some type of higher
reason.
Maybe
to like, I don't know, justify something you're doing.
Yeah. Or to justify something for sure. So.
But it's like, I don't know. It's such a weird thing. I was made that joke. Oh, he's still going to heaven. But like the other guy, if the other guy was truly saved, he's still going to heaven.
Right.
He's just making sucky life choices right now.
Yeah. But apparently, I mean, actually, I think I watched an interview of him or something. But like, he wasn't a Christian for a long time, doing a lot of those songs, and he just do it on stage, and he like just felt empty. I don't know. But he's still like he ain't like someone that's like, yeah, I'm not a Christian anymore. Hate everything, hate God, like all this and stuff. Like he's still pretty chill about it. And I've actually heard Marty from Social Club talk about him as well, and like talk with him or interview him or something. Just like asking like what was the process, like what happened. It's actually a really interesting interview. So,
well, I think Social Club, is it their podcast? They're supposed to have a podcast coming out.
This was like a couple years ago. Yeah,
I think that'll be cool. I think that'll probably be a really good podcast because like Marty's really funny, but I guarantee that boy Fern get deep.
I'm sure Marty gets somewhat deep, but like
sure
Fern, Fern's probably like crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited for that podcast. That's probably a good one.
I didn't even know they're doing one. That'd be cool.
I think he posted something the other day. He was like,
we like the Gonzalez Galyean podcast.
I know everyone copying our stuff.
Yeah, I know everybody want to be us, but it's like you get
with our non-working soundboards and our
all that crap.
I got a song.
Yeah, what you got, bro?
This actually comes as much as we like to. As long as we like to, as much as we like to trash Nick. Nick recommended me to listen to this song, which I already knew was coming out. I just had not listened to it yet. It was gonna get listened to, so like at that point, it's like not really Nick's doing because I was gonna listen to it. He just like texted me, "Hey, this is out." It was Hovey's song with the dude from Surfaces. Did you know that?
No. What is it
came
called?
out?
I think I actually heard about it coming out.
It's called No Longer Bound. I think is what it was called. It's pretty good. I don't listen to Surfaces really. Like I don't have a problem with them. Like every time I hear one of their songs, I think I've heard it before.
Yeah, are they a Christian band?
This guy's a Christian, at least.
I mean, so there's a lot of Christian. There's a lot of bands that have Christian singers or writers. So
I kind of felt like they were Christian because like there's one night at Tuesday Church. I think you were there that night. Where like we were all playing, and I think one of the Pettibons had their speaker out there, and like all they did was play the Surfaces.
Oh really?
So I was like, I wonder if they're a Christian band. I didn't ask them.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know. I've only heard them play Christian music out there with volleyball, and then they play Surfaces. I'm like, this isn't Christian music, but maybe it is. I don't know.
Huh. But it's a pretty good song though. I mean, Hovey rap or what?
Yeah, Hovey raps on it. I feel like they kind of
can't be Christian then.
Yeah,
rap, it's not Christian.
You're right. Yeah, Lecrae the devil.
Lecrae the devil. Don't quote
us on that. Yeah. It sounds like a Surfaces song featuring Hovey, really. It's like, dun, 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 dun. They just sound like the same kind of, you know what I mean? But then Hovey comes in and is like,
drop some heat.
Shout out Hovey, though. He had a kid.
Oh, shoot. He had his kid?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
What's his wife's name? Rachel, I think? I think so.
Sure.
Christopher and Rachel Hovey now have a little Hovey.
A little Hovey. That chuckle. You know what I just realized too, though?
What's that?
I'm gonna have to get our theme song. I'm gonna have to get our theme song up and on my phone whenever.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna pick up one that I hope is the right one, and we'll figure it out whenever we end the podcast. So,
This is right around the corner, I think.
yeah, it is because we had to. Yeah, so let's go to
Reflect and deflect.
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
proud of
guys,
that
yeah,
one.
we're still working on that one.
I'm proud of that one.
It's not our greatest yet, but we'll get there. Oh, wow.
Go ahead and reflect on that soundbite there, and
If y'all have a better idea for us to do on that one, shoot the ideas our way.
yeah, that and just the other sounds. Like I said, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, more buttons we could add sounds to. So if there's like a sound that you think like, oh, that could be practical to stuff they say, let us know.
We're always open to suggestions.
Not critical. Not critical.
Not
We don't like
like
criticism.
constructive criticism, not destructive criticism. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
dog? So we ain't vibe with that
Yeah,
crap.
we ain't trying to be
There you go.
coached. We just, if you have ideas, let us know.
Yeah. I wonder if you pushed a button. You must have pushed a button.
I didn't push anything.
I don't even know, man.
I'm gonna mode 2.
We're gonna reflect.
one.
You can click 2 and try, but we're gonna reflect and deflect on the soundboard.
Yes, we are.
I'm gonna reflect and deflect on my zoning out of the podcast because I was trying to fix this on the spot, and it would have been awesome if I did, but I didn't, and I'm sorry that I'm not good enough. So I really try.
I'm gonna reflect on, what's the word? Not like saying, but implying that other singer was going to hell. It was just a joke, and I don't want people to
I think
that.
maybe you're going to hell now.
And I'm also gonna reflect on chewing the ice in the mic while ago. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you did? I didn't even notice.
Really?
I have to reflect and deflect. I'm just like moving around. I'm like very antsy, I guess, and like hitting everything. That's how I was all church yesterday. I don't know why. Sunday school and service. I just like I wasn't comfortable. Sometimes my back gets like I feel like I always have to pop it, so I'm always like doing this, and it bothers me.
I gotta have something I want to say. The other day, talking about church. It's not really about church, but it's like we had a Bible study with the Tuesday church leaders,
Yeah.
and what was I gonna say? Oh, we're going over Joshua, so we're talking about Jericho, and like, I guess I've heard that story since I was little. This is what we're talking about. It's like, you hear little kid stories, but you don't ever hear them again as adults. People want to like just like dive into like.
Yeah, and it's funny because when you hear them as
Series and
adults, you
traits
hear
and
the more adult things about the story that you didn't know.
Yeah, but the craziest thing to me was when Jericho falls, they say it falls flat. And they're like, what does that mean? Because one, I think they said the army was like 600,000 people. So one, if it fell this way, the 600,000 people would have to be like all the way out here marching around.
The people walk, yeah. And I'm imagining them like 10 feet from the place.
Yeah, because like VeggieTales, right?
Yeah.
And then, but someone I think it might have been Tommy, was like, but what if it just like fell down like into the earth, like fell flat with the earth? And I was like, whoa, that sounds so cool. It's because when you read Bible stories, you think of them like what would happen realistically.
Yeah.
But then you have to remember like God's the one that's doing this.
Yeah.
So like if it just like, dude, that makes it so much cooler to me.
Well, here's the thing. I guess maybe I haven't watched enough videos, but 9/11, the Twin Towers, when they fell, I'm almost positive they kind of just fell
Really?
straight down. Like, I think they kind of went to the side, but like, at least from the video, all you see is dust, but it looks like it's...
Or were the bombs in the middle?
They
I feel
got
like it would
hit.
be like, well, they got hit by a plane.
Yeah. There were bombs in there too?
I don't know. I was just thinking bombs for some reason.
Maybe. I feel like every year I find out something new about 9/11, so...
Well, they say it was an inside job. I don't know if there was bombs involved at all, actually. I feel like there had to have been.
I don't know. That's no for sure. Plane.
Well, if a plane
30
hit,
minutes later, another plane.
if it hits, like, in the middle, I feel like,
It was just...
yeah.
I don't know, but they went crumbling all the way to the ground, though. So,
Yeah. Well, then there was, like, the, Brandon was saying, it's like, here they come, this army of 600,000 people, like the Jericho people, they're probably like, oh, shoot, like, look at all these people coming, and then all they do is walk around, and they have to be quiet. That's part of it. It's like, you can't say anything when you walk around. I don't remember that.
Ain't
don't think they did that in
bringing no
VeggieTales.
kids with them,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the VeggieTales talked when they were walking around.
probably.
I was
Bringing
like,
sinners.
yeah. So it's like, first off, like the faith to like believe that this is gonna work. Yeah, you have to be quiet because if you have some people in the background, like, oh man, this ain't gonna work. But like, there's that, and then they do that. So it's like by the fifth day, you see them coming. You're like, all they're gonna do is walk around.
Yeah, you kind of get bored of
And
it.
then like that last day though, when they all yell, then Brandon was like, imagine how loud that is because like a football stadium, there's like that's not 600,000 people.
Right.
But when they go like, you're. So when you're thinking Warriors, they just like yell. So just think about how loud that was. The people Jericho are like,
yeah, because you're just like
whoa.
chilling at this point. They walk around 7
Yeah.
times this day, right? Because they did once every day, and then the 7th day they did 7 times around it, and they're like,
and then the Jericho go like, whoa, and then like in that the walls just like, just like,
oh shoot,
well, we're screwed.
Yeah.
What's going on right now? Yeah,
dang.
it's pretty cool listening to it like not being 5,
Not being a 5-year-old and listening
Yeah.
to it.
That's the difference I think between Bible study and church, or like a sermon, I guess.
Yeah.
I think you I don't know. There's more interaction and
I think Bible studies are pretty cool
yeah.
because
Fuck you, learn more.
you're studying, whereas with because a Bible study is almost open to everybody. You kind of make suggestions or what you think, and like you experiment and whatnot. Whereas with a sermon, it's good, but one person studied it really in depth for you already, and they're sharing what they hear, what they perceive, and what they feel led to say, and then you can take what they say. So that's why I think also with sermons, it's very important. I don't even do it, but when you hear a sermon, listen to it. One, you want to be praying as you're listening to it, and before you're listening to it, to make sure that they're saying the right thing. But then also to go home, read about it yourself, and figure out.
Yeah, that's what I'm real bad about.
It's so hard.
Yeah, you take your notes in church, and then like instead of like going home and like rereading it and praying over it, like I leave my notebook in my car.
Yeah.
I'll leave it there. Sunday, there it goes.
Then you
Like
open
I
it
gotta
back
get better
up.
at that, huh?
Yeah, then open it back up. It's a struggle, man.
That's hard.
Press the button real fast. Do it one more time. I unplugged the charger, so I
It's
just
working
want-
here.
Do it again. No, it's because you made such a big bang when you did it. I will say we did miss a segment.
What was that segment we missed?
Heck no. You did do pretty good on it.
Heck no.
So, I don't really have a lot other than do you fall in love with your ex stepbrother?
Heck no.
Heck no. That's all I got. Just don't do it.
Oh man, there's got to be another one. I don't know. I'm sure there's one.
I don't know.
within all
Do
that
you not
skiing
get all your
stuff.
kinks figured out before you start a podcast on the first episode of season 2?
Heck no.
Heck no. Anyways. I'm just gonna see. I guess we're gonna go with theme song again. I don't even know if this is the right theme song. We're about to find out if it's Christmas version, Halloween version, of the regular.
All three of them go hard,
They
so
all
it'll
go
be all
hard.
right.
All right. Well, guys, it was a fun first episode. We had an hour and 18 minutes. All
Ooh.
good. This has been Gonzalez
Galyean.
out.
Out.